Welcome back to MicroStrategy Administration class, and in this video guys we are going to learn the project level security. And the project level security, we have two types. Let's say as we already discussed in our last class also, that's the connection mapping. You have the connection mapping options at the projects level. You can create the connections at the project level, and then you can assign the permissions, right? So and you also have security filter at the projects level, so you can use the security filter to filter the privileges and the users, and then you can assign the permissions based on the filters. So we are going to take a look what's the project level security, what's the the connection mapping is, and what's the project level security. So if I just talk about the connection mapping, that's our first level. Let me just erase them and just we have project level security. We have two types of the security. First one is the connection mapping, and then second one is our security filters. We have two options at the projects level, and you can do both to filter the permissions. So basically the connection mapping, if you just go to the connection mapping, so what's the connection mapping basically uses, it's going to enables you to link the users to the different database connections and log in a single project. And by default, basically all users in a MicroStrategy projects use the same database connections, or we call it as an DSN. That's the database connection and database login when connecting to the database. So it's going to define by the database instance, and you assign to the project. So that means all users have the same security level on the database side, right? So at the database you are going to filter everything at the MicroStrategy level, but you can also assign or filter the permissions or the users security filter at the database level also, right? So let's say if you can see the in the default, by default there is all the users, and all users are going to connect with your projects, and your projects have a one instance, and one instance that's instance going to be connect with your data source, and that's why you don't have any control at the database security level, right? Because all users going to hit at the same level to your database, but you don't have any control in the default scenario. So if you just go to here, that's our database instance, and that's my tutorial data. If you just take a look here, so that's going to connect with my MicroStrategy, sorry, the Microsoft Access, and that's our data, that's our database connection DSN here. And we don't have any other security or the filters, right? So or we don't have any control over all the users. All the users are going to connect through this same instance name to your data warehouse. So there is options in the MicroStrategy to differentiate the MicroStrategy users from each others at the data warehouse level also, or direct them to the separate data warehouse, and that's we call the connection mapping in the MicroStrategies. So basically connection mapping, that's going to enables you to leverage the existing security view defined in the data warehouse when you are using your MicroStrategy tools. So let's if just take an example. The CO users connect as a CO on the database side, and all other users are the default database login MSTR users. So connection mapping, so that's connection mapping enables you to map users to different data warehouse in a single project. Though you have the same this project, but if you use the connection mapping, then you can use their level of the securities based on their designations, their roles into your organizations. Okay, so that's how you can use them to differentiate from each other. So guys, this is the connection mapping, and the security filter, as its names self-explanatory. That's the security filter. Security filters is a filter object that's you assign but to your users or the groups to restrict the result sets when they are going to execute the reports or browsing the elements, right? So let's that's the kind of security filter and the connection mapping is, and now we are going to start our lab class, the practical, as we always do, because as much as you do the practice, as you are going to learn. So guys, before starting this class, this practical, please subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed here, please, and help us to get the 5,000 subscribers. Thank you guys, and let's start our you know the practical class, right? So to complete this practical, you need to connect your MicroStrategies developer tool, and I am already connected with my developer tool. Okay, so you have once you connected here, you can see you have the project source, and under the project source, you need to go to your users, and we have created the users in our last videos. That's our users groups, that's the developers users, and we have created two groups. So I'm going to edit this users here. You can say this is are the users editor, and then you need to go to the security filter. You can see we have the security filter here, right? And you can see what the projects you have granted to these users. So we have granted the access of this module of, or you can say these projects, right? If you just want to go, if you just click on this view icon, you can see, you will be able to edit and create. You can see all the permissions here, whatever permissions we have given here. So that's our security filter manager. So here, if you can see, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create the new security filter here, because we don't have any security filter right now, if you can see it. So let me hit on new button. You need to click on new, and that's going to open a new security filter editor windows here. And then I'm going to click on attributes, and then from the attributes you have the folder of employee, and under the employee you have couple of folders here. I'm going to select this employee functions, and under this the employee functions I'm going to double click on the department, and that's department in list that's going to be added into the filter definitions pane, right? So what you need to do, we have attributes department qualify on based on the element, and both based on them, that's whatever you can add your department here in this list. So I'm going to add them from here. Go to add, and then information system, then technical consultant, then technical support, technical consultant. I have selected them. Then secure quality assurance and program and management. Click on search research and the development group. Also you are going to add this objects here, then click on OK. And in this attribute panes, your attribute qualifications here, in this pane you are going to hit on OK. And here now you can see the into your filter panes, into the filter definition department in the list information. So it's going to apply on this department. And now you are going to save this filter here, and I'm going to select, and not under this folder, or you can select, you can save it in any folder. So I'm going to them technical, sorry, technical department. So we are going to save it here. So now you can see under this folder we have one security filter has been created, and I'm going to click on OK here, cancel it. And now let's analyze the impact of this security filter. So what it's going to be, you know, hit into our system. So what I need to do, you need to go to the developer tool, expand your human resource analysis module. This is my projects, and I'm going to run a reports. That could be under public objects. Then you can go to reports. Under the reports, you may have compensation analysis, then the planning, and under the planning you have 4 reports, and on these reports I'm just going to run this by department. That's my plant headcount and the compensation by the department, and I'm going to execute these reports. Okay, then remove this one. I'm just going to select uh, 15 quarter 4, then hit next. That's fine. It's saying okay. How many rows we got? We got only 12 rows and the 7 columns, right? Because we have already uh, that's because of the filter, right? So let me just close it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just closing it here now. And then I'm just going to disconnect it. I'm just going to connect with my developer 2 user. uh, Hopefully I'm entering the right password. Now you can see we can only see the one project under this project source because we have logged in with the developer 2 users, and then you can expand them. And then I'm going to execute the exact same reports with these users now. Reports, and under this report we are going the compensation analysis, going the planning, and I'm going to run these reports again. You can see we have executed last time this, and then just select the same filter here again, and I'm just going to hit next and finish. Awesome. Now you can see the filter has been applied on only on the department which we have added into the filter which we created just right. So we can see now this time row 7 column 7 because of these security filters, and we can getting only the 7 rows because only the department which are matching those in the technical departments, the security filter that's going to be displayed in these reports, right? While it's still in the grid view mode, uh, on the grid you can see go to no let me just grid view. You can go to here. That's a grid view, and then we can we have this the department options here, and if I'm just going to click on this and click on edit here. Okay, so edit options is selected. That's fine. I'm just going to edit them, and you can see the users has the access to the attribute editor for this and any other attribute because of the privileges associated with the developer users group which we have created for this human resource this human resource projects. So I'm not going to make any changes. I just saw you this is the attribute forms, this is the ID and the descriptions and form expressions and other things. So I'm just going to close it. But you can also make the changes. You can create the child parent relationship here, one to one, many to many, or one to many, any from here also. So I'm not going to do this right now. I'm just going to close it, and I'm just going to close my reports. The whole purpose of these videos of this session was to show you how the security filter works into the MicroStrategy. So you have already easily you can now differentiate how you can use and how the developer two users getting only the 7 rows. However, other users or the administration users will get the rows to end because the other users not going to be impact by the security filters because the security filter is applied only on the developer 2 users. So this is all about this class, right guys, and thank you.